Hello and welcome to another Access You TV episode. My name's Michelle Edhouse and I am talking kids today, parenting children, parenting young adults. How much of our parenting is actually based on the assumption that they know what we're talking about? How many times have you used a word, a term, a reference point, an analogy that they just don't get? They've heard the word, they've seen the word, they may even be able to spell the word, but they don't know what the word means. Now, there's been a few scenarios recently with our children which has brought me to creating this video, because really it's blown me away what they don't actually know. And they even use the words themselves. And then when you realize that there's something glazing over, there's some... What I find is that usually when there's this going on, they will, yes mum, yep, and there's no screen distracting them this time. There's no, what is that? There's this glaze over. That's my sign. Your kids may do it different. But oftentimes you'll ask them to do something and they won't do it. Now, are they actually being naughty? This is where your light and heavy tool comes in. Is my kid being naughty here, or am I missing something? Have I not explained something well enough? Do they actually comprehend what I am asking of them? So, what can show up then is the awareness that they don't know what you're talking about. They may not understand what a particular part of an instruction was, or they may not even have realized that there was an urgency about what you've asked them to do. In your universe, holy crap, the world is coming to end, mum is turning up in an hour, the house still looks a mess, and oh my god, kids, you have to help me, okay? So they may not be sensing the energy of how you be, of the frantic, or maybe they're trying to show you that frantic isn't necessary. Whatever it is, they aren't picking up on the urgency of it. So it's either an understanding thing or a unaware of that there's a time requirement. So when kids are being naughty, when they're not getting on and doing what they're supposed to do, what if you were to ask, what's creating this to yourself before you nut off at them? Because that always used to be my way of dealing with it. What are you doing? Why are you still sitting on the couch? Hey, you know, we didn't all start out perfect, and I sure as heck aren't perfect yet. And we learn from that. It's like, oh my god, I don't like behaving like this to my kids. What can I be or do different that could change this? And this is when I started getting these awarenesses that they weren't aware of some part of it, whether it's the urgency, the time limit required on it, whether there's just a non-awareness of what the definitions you're giving actually mean. So would you be willing to ask, what is creating this, before you nut off? You may even ask them out loud, hey dude, what's creating you not getting on and doing what I asked you to do? What's creating you still doing the behavior I've just asked you not to do? What is it? And they're like, oh, did you ask me not to do that? Yeah. What part of bleh didn't you understand? Actually, what does that word mean, mum? Awareness. A chance to teach, a chance to inform, and a chance to get them past that, so in the future you don't have this misunderstanding. And misunderstanding actually is another part of it, is where their definition does not match yours. My kid's definition of clean house is really, really different to mine. And you'll probably notice the same. My kid's definition of clean dishes is definitely different to mine. And my kid's definition of washing their hair is definitely different to mine. So At what point do you then go, okay, cool, this is actually not affecting me, this is actually not causing an issue, and give them the awareness of, you know, hey, you know, when it's personal hygiene, dude, I get you think you cleaned yourself, but rinsing under your arm with water doesn't get rid of the smell. And they go, what do you mean? Well, sniff under your arm. And they run back into the shower and you go, don't forget to use the soap. It's, where have we assumed they already know what we know? So I'll leave you to play with that, and hey, I'd love to hear your stories about what shows up when you ask these questions. And if you want some one-on-one assistance with any of this, then touch base with me, maybe book an appointment, or maybe just a quick question in the comments on the video, and I can give you a question to ask or a tool to use or something, point you in the direction of a different video, who knows. And let's create more ease with parenting together. So thanks for joining me here at Access You TV, and how much fun can we have with parenting? Cheers, bye.